Hey everyone, welcome back to Data Chronicles, where we dive into the world of coding and data science. Today, we are exploring one of the most powerful tools for data analysis in Python. It's Pandas. Whether you are new to data analysis or just brushing up, this video is for you. Consider this video as an essential training. So, what is Pandas? Pandas is a Python library that helps you work with data. Think of it as your Swiss Army knife for data manipulation and analysis. With Pandas, you can clean messy data, analyze trends, and even prepare data for machine learning models. So, let's talk why Pandas is so popular. Here are the 3 reasons. It's easy of use. It simplifies working data with using intuitive syntaxes, and Pandas is versatile. Pandas supports many type of data from CSV file to SQL database. It is optimized for handling large set of data, so it's speed also. If you are considering for large data like big data or warehouses, you are going to use PySpark, which is more advanced than Pandas. Okay, let's dive into the coding. Okay, the first step when you are using Pandas is importing the library. Here is it how you can do it. First, import Pandas as PD. So this imports the Pandas library and gives it an alias PD as, so you don't have to type Pandas every time. Now Pandas is ready for use. The first thing we can do with the Pandas is creating a series. A Pandas series is like a single column in a spreadsheet or a list with the labels. Now let's create this one. So I'm going to give a variable s is equals to, I'm going to call the Pandas PD dot caps s series, and now I'm going to give some random numbers 1 2 3, and you can also give characters with a single quote 4 5. Now let's check whether it is showing the series or not. I'm gonna run this cell. See, we can see this series, but you can see the index, which is where the index columns are here 0 1 2 3 4 5 6, and the column we typed it here, it is showing some random column name as 0. I need to change this 0 to something else, so I can go here and type name equals what I need to give. It's a Panda series. I'm going to name it as Panda series. Let's check now. Boom, we can see this. So what's happening here? Pandas, which is pd.series, creates a one-dimensional labeled array. What's the label? It's a Panda series. Now the data like 1 2 3 and p something is there is called data in a series. Next thing is creating a data frames. So think of it as a full table with rows and columns, everything. It's just like an Excel sheet. So how can we create this data frame? Is data frame df is equals to same way like series. I'm going to create pd dot data frame. So I can convert the series into data frame, but let's not go with the series. I'm going to create something new. This is a dictionary. It's a keyword, and the columns rows, comma Now next column B. Now let's run this line of code and check whether the data frame is ready or not. See, we can see this. This data frame consists of A and B columns with 0 and 1 indexed rows. So what is this? What is happening here? PD.data frame initializes the data frame. Inside the curly braces, we pass a dictionary where keys represent the columns and the values are a list of data for those columns. Now we know how to create a series and a data frame in Pandas, and we also know what is the series and a data frame. Now we'll load some real world data, that is like a CSV file or Excel file. I'm using a Titanic.csv here. So this I downloaded from Kaggle. Kaggle is a very good website for data science projects. So first I am going to create a data frame df. It's just a variable name I'm going to give is equals to pd. So to read CSV, it's as simple as read underscore CSV. So I'm reading the data. So let me copy this path. We are loading. Let's also check whether it is loaded or not. So we can see the data. So what pd.csv doing is, it is reading the CSV file into a data frame. That's it. Now same way we can also import Excel SQL data like this. It's as simple as df. You can name anything, data something, pd dot read. You will get a lot of options here: read clipboard, Excel, feather, FWF, GBD, some GBQ, JSON files, HTML files, Parquet, like this. And you can also connect the SQL and load the data from there, from the table. So I'm gonna just give an example with how we can load an Excel file. Excel. It's as simple as how we download the CSV file. Instead of giving this name, I'm gonna give it churn underscore data dot xlxx. Now we load it. So we can see the Excel data here. Now we know how to load this one. Load a CSV or Excel or something into a data frame. Now let's also learn how to load the data frame from Pandas to Excel or CSV. So I'll go here, just do data dot, it's as simple as to CSV. So we can see this one. I'm gonna run this, and we need to give a name for our data, new data. I'm gonna just give new data, and I will run. We're gonna see it here once it is loaded. See, it's came. We can check the same Excel is converted into a CSV file. Now we have learned how to import a CSV or Excel or something, and how to export into something. Now also we'll see how we can view our data. Once the data set is loaded, it is important to understand its structure. Here are some essential commands. So to display only the first 5 rows, I'm going to use head command. So I'm going to give how many how many rows I need to see at a time. I'm giving a 5. Say we can see the first 5 rows. If I need to see the bottom 5 rows, it's as easy as tail, and bottom 5 rows we are going to get the tail of it. And I need to know what is in this data set, so we can use df.info. So this is going to give you a complete picture of what does the CSV file contains. It has a column as unnamed, a passenger ID, and server. Each and every column has 418 null values, and the data type also. The int 64 is the data type. You will get also int 32, int 18, float 32, float 64, like this. Many data are there. Data types are there. And one more thing, we need to know what are the columns. If suppose an Excel sheet which is having 100 columns, so I can't go and I can go and check for each row columns what is the name and then fetch it. In Pandas we can easily get it as column, and if I run this one, I'll get the columns. See, in case of the Excel which we loaded there, this contains customer ID, age, gender, like these are the columns it has. Now we know that there are many columns. To work with specific columns, here is how to select them. It is as simple as data, which is the column data frame name I have given earlier, and I'm going to only extract the age column, age. See, you'll get only the age column here. So I can do lot of things with this, and like sum or mean. I need to find the average age of this Excel. So it's 43.26, like this. For now I'm going to keep this. And if you want to select a multiple columns, so I'm going to give it as age, and I'm also need to know is he married or not. It's like this. When we just go like this, we'll face an error. See, because we need to add one more bracket so that it will be in a list form.